All right, folks, welcome back. Steve Malzberg Show, hour number 3. And joining us in just a few moments, we hope to have Mike Baker, former CIA covert agent and host of America Declassified on the Travel Channel. And naturally, the topic of conversation will be the Senate report released today. And it really is mind-boggling. You know, we had General Hayden, the former head of the CIA, who was lambasted by name on the floor of the Senate by Dianne Feinstein earlier today. And she accused him of lying before her committee in September of 2006, of misrepresenting how some of the detainees were treated, right on down the line. And he said he did not lie to that committee. It would have been a felony, and he would never do such a thing, etc. But my point here is, for a second, and we've talked about this, and it can't be overlooked, and it shouldn't be overlooked, and it can't be stressed enough. What Dianne Feinstein has done, and I got to believe the White House is perfectly behind this, even though Secretary of State Kerry was not. By releasing this report, the FBI has issued a bulletin warning of possible attacks and retaliation for what has been reported in this report. Our soldiers all over the world are on higher alert because of this. What was so important in the life and the mind of Dianne Feinstein that she had to release this report, which spoke to no CIA agents, no CIA officials, in fact, interviewed no witnesses? What was so important that she had to get this out and put all of us at a higher level of risk? Joining us now is Mike Baker. Hello, Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Steve. Thank you very much.
No, my pleasure. Thanks for taking the time, and I'm sorry for the technical difficulties we're having. All right. I mean, how do you assess what was done today, and what does it mean for your former colleagues in the field, our allies, our troops, us here at home? Well, I mean, it's not good.
Right. I mean, I think there's a few truths here. One is that, I don't know, to what degree this is going to spark violence overseas. What I do know is that the Muslim extremists, whether they're in ISIS or in Al-Qaeda or anywhere else, will be pouring through this report summary, and they will take anything that will benefit them, and they will use it, whether for recruitment purposes, for propaganda, or to incite violence. To the degree they have success in doing that, I don't know. I can't speak to that. But I do know they will make the effort. Now, some people want to just kind of roll their eyes and say, oh, that's ridiculous. I can't believe that people are talking about how this is going to create more violence. Well, those are the same people who, earlier when we said, look, they didn't need Iraq, they didn't need Afghanistan, they didn't need the rendition program to hate us and want to target us. Those are the same people that said, well, that's ridiculous. It was all about Bush and Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right.
Well, no, it wasn't. It's been going on for decades.
Right.
Another truth here is, I think it's always good to have discussions. It's always good to, review to the degree that's responsible to have, these discussions about the nature of our policies and the things that we do. If we are clear about what something like this is and what it isn't. What it isn't and is an unbiased sort of objective review of a period of time. It was drafted by the Democrats. They were very clear early on as to where they were going with this, what they wanted to explain. They, as you pointed out very correctly, they didn't go through the process of interviewing, of sitting down and discussing with people involved in the program, in the previous administration, in the military that were involved. So essentially what they did was they took their belief, their agenda, their finding, their thesis statement, and they wrote a report to match it. And that's where I have a real problem in the sense that, look, I think it's good, get reports out there. But you would have thought after 5 years and $40 million that they would have done what could actually be referred to as an exhaustive, objective report.
Yeah, absolutely. And to a large degree, that's exactly what General Hayden told us at the top of the show, that this was a predetermined report with a predetermined outcome. And, they were the judge and the jury, and they called no witnesses even to participate. So, and it's a shame, really, because, this is taken out of context. We have to remember when this all happened. We have to remember that legal minds like John Yoo, agonized to figure out what's legal, what's not legal, what's right, what's not right. And these people came up with this and did this for our safety.
Right, and if people had taken the time, and a lot of people did, but if everyone who's now clucking about it's just so terrible because now they're so delighted to be able to get back into the Bush bashing and the targeting the CIA, but if they took the time to read the DOJ memos that were released and the laborious process.
And you know what, Mike, we're out of time, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, but I hate to cut you off. And they will have that opportunity because there'll be another report from the Republicans, and the CIA will